Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the pan fishing realm. I am going to run through my current slip bobber rig. I am planning on getting some Nate's bobbers. Their design is the original non-bead slip bobber. They are made very well, and I intend to use them. But what I've been using for the last 6 to 7 years has been these ESBs. This is a size 3. It's suitable for up to 1/8 of an ounce. It'll sit fairly far with the 1/8, 1/16 a little less. I will put 1/64, 1/32 on here, but what I will do at that point in time to weigh it straight is add enough split shots to do so, or a single one big enough to do it. But this is already a part of my rig as it is, so usually it's not a factor. So what ends up happening is I will either have them ordered off of eBay because I get them 120 micro bobber stops for like $10, or I'll get the Eagle Claw ones from the store. They're like not even $2 for, an 8-pack, one of these. So I get it a couple at a time. I'm good for a while. So I'll put one of these on first. This goes on next. It's got glass bead already molded and glued in. It's already got a brass cap. There's no wear and tear at all. What I'll do at that point is drag the bobber stop long enough to get the lead length I want, chop the lead, tie a swivel, size 10 to size 14. I want to go as small as possible. These are rated for 35 pounds. No crappie is ever going to break this. So I'll tie that on. I'll tie the leader onto that, and then above the top portion of the knot on the swivel, I will press one of these in the size that I believe will be needed, just above the knot in between the swivel and the bobber. And what that does, if I can get one, because of the size of this, as long as I pick the right one, it will sit without falling in. Okay, and what that allows me to do is it allows me to keep the line from getting stuck in the slip bobber. Once it hits the water, it's instantaneously. Typically, I will have one of these 1/64 with the 2-inch fork tail in the color I choose, or two, or I'll take one and I will choose an appropriate size split shot to make this sit straight, but I don't want it to go too far down unless I'm using a 1/16 or 1/8. If it's the smaller ones, I'm adding just enough to get it to go straight up and down, because the way that I watch is by either lean or flat or going down in the water. And because this is automotive bumper foam, there's like 0 weight to this. It doesn't even weigh, I think maybe 3 grams, if that. It goes without any resistance whatsoever. So it's a very easy rig to do. If I want a free line again, dead stick as it were, I just pull the rubber stopper off, I pull the bobber up, cut at the swivel, take the bobber off, retie to the swivel, and then pull the stop knot down to the swivel. So I've got the stop knot and the swivel still on there, but now I'm able to free line the jig. It makes it very quick. It takes me maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes to tie this rig, and I can take it off in 30 seconds, be back to free lining. If I want to go back on it, by that time, the inside of the tube is probably dry. I can slip my line back through, and I have to let it dry because I use 2-pound line. It'll fold inside the tube if I don't have it dry. Great rig, very easy to maintain. I'll use, because the water where I go is fairly muddy, but I will use mostly the monkey milk range, the speckle purple clear kind of shad color. I use a lot of the white and chartreuse because it shows up really good no matter what the stain the water is. I have the hard purple with the semi-translucent, and I've always got some pre-rigged. I just want them kind of ready to go. I have what I call hard monkey milk, which is the white and black flake in a clear body. It refracts light very well. They get attention very quickly. And then I have a variation of Cajun cricket, which shows up very well in the water, and a much more flaky, refractive orange with chartreuse tail, which works really good as well. Those are kind of my primary go-tos. I've got other colors, and this is for freeline and slipbobber. So I am a let me get them all the same way first. I am a major whore for monkey milk. So I've got 3 packs of that shit, ready to go at all times. I also have this color, which works badass, and more of the solid purple with the gray body. Always have green or chartreuse white. It's one of those gold standard colors. Works on pretty much every body of water. I got a pack of those speckle heavy ones, and the Cajun crickets, and the orange, and those aforementioned ones that are the purple flake. So I try to keep things fairly simple, and especially with slipbobber, I'm letting it sit there, saturating in the water, staying in their face. Every now and then I'll move it, but it's pretty rare on the occasion that I'm going to do that, because I want it to saturate in their face. I want them to really have a chance to look at it and just get to the point where they're like, I'm gonna fucking eat you, and they do at that point. So with the swivels, because of the type of container I have, with the swivels I have right now in the bag, I fold them and put them on top of where my bobber stops are, because I want to be able to just have it sitting in the pack. It's a double-sided. I have my ready to goes on one side. I have my heads, swivels, stop knots, super glue, and a couple spare bodies. I take all these packs. I have cargo pants that have tons of pockets. I'll put my packs of the baits themselves on one side, along with the split shot and bobbers, and then I'll put this in the other side. I can walk anywhere with it. It doesn't take me any time to pack up. I take them from the car, I go. Because when I go and do this type of fishing, I'm not taking any other rigs. The only way I'm going to take another rig is if I have another crappie rig with slightly heavier line to get into heavier situations. It's the only time that's going to happen. But that's the rig. Real simple, real quick to switch to free line. A lot of the places I go, I've got to do both, and I've got to change quick because the fish will change attitudes fairly quickly, and I just wanted to give more perspective on that.